If you've ever wanted to automate any of your creative flows, then today just got a lot easier for you. I'm happy to share Claude, Creatify, and all the ways that you can leverage the latest AI tools together to generate ads and boost your workflows. I'm Ben. I'm one of the growth managers here at Creatify. We use these two tools every single day in all of our workflows, and we're really excited to be pushing at the edge here of what you can do with creation. Really, where this all boils down to is the Creatify API and the Claude skills that we've built specifically for it. And so with these skills and connectors, you're now able to create anything based off of our tools and all the research that we're doing on market trends, on ads, and what makes a viral ad or makes a winning hook. You can now all pull that from the API and use the tools to make ads that will win for you. The Claude skill, once you install it, you just really have to follow simple instructions and get your API key from the Creatify platform. It's trained on all of our endpoints that are available to the public. It's also trained on just best practices for engineering in general, so that way you can build full pipelines that are solid, can run all the time, are production ready. That way you can get ads just like this with all these LLM technologies. How it works is, if you're familiar with plugging in skills or prompting within LLMs and chatbots, all you would have to do is install our skill, get your API, and just prompt it and reference it. So using the Creatify API, you can describe what you want after that and work with Claude to get the outputs that you want. For example, you can say, use the Creatify API skill and take in my product URLs and make a bunch of product ads for me every single week. Things like that, where it just makes that time to creation a lot easier and a lot faster. And then you can continue to tweak it. I think the best part about all of this is that it's configurable and tweakable for your own liking. Some prompts and tutorials that we'll start to be sharing with y'all is how you can start to use Creatify's cutting edge technology, such as our avatars, as well as our other ad research and ad automation tools to just 10x your output. One in particular that's really a favorite of mine is how you can take a spreadsheet of either URLs or concepts, and then you can go ahead and batch generate and make a bunch of variants from that. But I think really the best part about this is it's the world is wide open for any automation when these two come together. So let's dive in. So let's say, for example, you owned a Shopify store, and that Shopify store ran a bunch of different SKUs, and you wanted to test, hey, what would video look like for each one of these? Historically, that means hiring a content agency, so doing a bunch of shoots, but now with Claude and Creatify, you can actually just get a CSV dump of all the products that you're running, all the SKUs that you're running, and then you can generate in batch all different video ads, all just with one prompt. So let me show you as an example. So let's say you're Gymshark and you have a bunch of these different SKUs and these different products, and you pull that all down into just a very simple CSV listing out all your products. All you would have to do using the Creatify API and the API skill best practices that we've made is set it all up in Claude. And so right now I'm using Claude Code's desktop, but you can use the CLI, or you can even just use the web app and copy and paste the script code. Personally, I like both the CLI and the app. I just find it more comfortable. Make sure you're setting up the right directories. Make sure you have the right keys and environment variables down. You can work with Claude to make sure those are all set up correctly, as well as the documentation that we have. But using all of that, when you do have your CSV and the spreadsheet that you want, you can simply just have a prompt, sort of like this. Using the Creatify API skill and our API connector, run an automation that takes my product links and creates video ads. What this will do is we'll take a look at what our API is and find the right endpoints that are meant for that. And it will also unfurl and understand what your product links are as well. So as this explores, again, this is how it looked as just an input line. It's an extremely simple way for you to automate and generate a bunch of ads all in one go, so that way you can test it. And what you can do with this automation and tweaking it, just even at the base prompt or as you're generating the script, is you can sort of feed it previous data, connect your data, see what's working. You can also isolate if you wanted to make it more of a hook test or a CTA test or certain assets. But really just wanted to show the speed that you can get to with Claude and Creatify together. So as that thing is cooking, let me just show you some examples.
Imagine stumbling upon a garment that not only fits, but flexes with you, enhancing everything you've worked so hard for. Experience the innovation for yourself and feel the remarkable difference in your workouts. Buy now and step into a new realm of performance.
So what you can see there is that it was able to take the product, take shots from your website and actually write a script and put captions on it. And it's able to do that at scale. And so you can do that and you can see it generated. 3 videos here is just an example, but you can go through the whole spreadsheet and then you can tweak, hey, what are the voices I want on this? What is the format of sort of the video output that I want on that? And what's the sort of tests that I'm trying to run with this as well? And so with Claude and Creatify, you're able to automate your creation and create at scale.